Missing person. Recently, there's been a lot of warnings about people going missing but being found in the woods a few weeks later. But reports are saying the missing people always come back not quite themselves, from going crazy and attacking friends, family, and the cops, to becoming quiet and very antisocial, then dying due to some unknown sickness that doctors are unable to identify as anything that's been discovered. No one understands why or what's causing these missing cases and the attacks and deaths that could follow. Only one case hasn't been followed by a death nor violent outburst. This missing person was my oldest friend. He went missing for nearly 2 months, but when he was found just asleep against a tree in the woods at the edge of the city, he seemed fine. Normal. Nothing he did seemed out of pocket for him. His humor, his reactions, and his personality, all normal. But still, after he was found, he was placed into an enclosed and safe room in a hospital. When I visited him, he seemed to recognize me even before I got close to his room, to the point he would start talking to supposedly me before I enter the hospital, and before he's even told that I'm coming to see him, so when I walk to his room, he's already halfway through the conversation. He was soon deemed safe to be around society after being through all sorts of tests. The only test result that confused doctors and nurses was that his blood was no longer crimson red, but now a teal color with flickers of rose pink. They tested his DNA and all his body fluids, all normal, but his blood was the only anomaly. The doctors gave him some medicine to see if they could help with the strange coloration of his blood. I took him home and told him to lock his doors and windows and not to answer the door unless I call him on the burner phone that I gave him. I found one thing strange about him, though. For all those days he had been missing, he looked too healthy. No signs of starvation. No cuts, bruises, or scrapes. No signs of being in any form of harm. It's weird. Halfway through my walk back home, I got a call off his old phone. I looked at the number and confirmed it was his old number, but he told me that he had lost his old phone while he was missing. I calmly answered the phone. "Hello? Who is this, and why do you have my friend's phone?" All I was met with was deep and heavy breathing mixed in with sniffles. I asked once again, only to be responded with my friend's voice. "Help me." I frowned as I looked up at the street in front of me, then started to look around to see if I could see him. I finally spot him a few feet behind me. I answered the voice on the phone, thinking my friend was playing a prank on me. "Hey, that's not funny, mate. You just went missing for nearly 2 months. Go home." I stared at him as he slowly dragged his feet towards me, my frown starting to turn into concern. "How did you get hurt while trying to follow me?" Suddenly, I hear my name gently being spoken to me through the call as I watch my friend's jaw slowly drop to an inhuman length, as he draws a crooked smile on his elongated face and his eyes grow to a large size. The voice on the call was clear and bold this time. "That's not me. I'm still in the forest. I've only just found my way out. I was taken." I watched as the twisted version of my friend started to move closer. My eyes welled up with tears. My friend was the last thing I saw. 2 days later, my real friend was found and taken to hospital and was interrogated by the police. Now it was my photo they showed on the missing people cases on the news.